Hey everyone, and welcome to Chef AJ Live. I'm your host, Chef AJ, and this is where I introduce you to amazing people like you who are doing great things in the world that I think you should know about. You guys always say you want more raw chefs on the show. That's why I wore my vegetable hat, my vegetable shirt, my vegetable earrings in honor of Matt Bennett from Raw Intuition. He's been on the show before. He did a fabulous job on Christmas, and he makes yummy food like lasagnas, 100% raw, low fat, delicious. And he's part of the epic Ultimate Vegan Health and Weight Loss Bundle. He'll tell you all about what his course is in the offering. But today he's actually going to make one of my recipes. I'm so honored. I gave all the contributors permission to do my recipes whenever they wanted. They're all over the place. Instagram, they're doing lives with each other. It's a fabulous community. All these contributors, so many plant-based doctors and chefs and influencers and athletes. Please welcome Matt Bennett to the show. Hello, Matt. How are you?
Hey, Chef AJ. Thanks so much for having me. And thanks for having this bundle going on, because it's truly, the bundles that you put on, you bring in the best of the best. So it's always exciting to be a part of it. And yeah, I'm excited to make one of your recipes.
Oh, thank you. It's such an honor when a raw person makes one of my recipes. You have such a beautiful bowl always.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, tell us about what you have in the bundle, please.
Yeah, so I contributed my book, 21-Day Raw Transformation Program. So I know we talked about this the last time I was on, and it's pretty much a culmination of everything that I have learned over the last 11 or 12 years of living a raw vegan lifestyle. And I put in there all my best tips and tricks on how to make this diet sustainable, healthy, and fun. And so today I want to talk a little bit about, how to structure, if you want to be raw, or even if you just, want to have a healthy diet. I'm going to give you guys just a few tips on how to make, how to structure a healthy, whole food, raw or high raw vegan diet. And also we'll talk about some of the other contributions in the bundle, because there's so many great ebooks and video courses and all these different offerings, from plant-based doctors to chefs and educators. Everybody out there that everybody loves and respects has a great offering in this bundle. So I made a lot of the recipes in my book, so I wanted to look around and see who else had some really good recipes, which everybody in there does. But Chef AJ, of course, is known for her amazing recipes. And so I looked through her brand new video course.
Fall in Love with Vegetables.
Fall in Love with Vegetables. That's right. So I'm a vegetable guy as well. So I looked through there, and I could have made any of them, but the coleslaw really stuck out. So I'm going to make that for you guys today, and I'm excited to try it. It's not 100% raw, but it's pretty close. And so that fully fits within my, my range of what I eat. So yeah, I'm excited to give it a try.
Yeah, I think it could be 100% raw. Is it what's not raw about it? The vinegar?
The vinegar. I don't even know how vinegar is produced. Is it cooked?
Well, I don't know, because I think raw people, they eat apple cider vinegar, right?
Yes. Yeah, I do eat apple cider vinegar. Yep. But the cauliflower is steamed.
Oh, darn it. I forgot. But what if you use that technique that all you raw people do, where you freeze it and then you defrost it?
That could work. Yeah, for sure. We did steam this though. Yes, last night. So it is steamed and it's been in the fridge. So, but I have no issue with that. So I'm still excited to give it a try.
Nice.
I can get started making the recipe if you'd like.
I'd love it.
Perfect. All right. So it is a coleslaw, which I love coleslaw. And so, this is super simple. Again, that's the great thing about making plant-based recipes, is that especially raw or very high raw recipes, you can make them in just a few minutes, and it's like a gourmet recipe or a gourmet meal. So, that's one of the things that has kept me going on this raw lifestyle, is that it's so easy to make delicious, healthy recipes, and you don't have to wait, hours or, a long time for something to cook or to boil or all those things. So yeah, we're just going to use the food processor, and we're going to chop up some green cabbage, some purple cabbage. We're going to shred some carrots. And then we've got some green onion, some golden raisins, which I love golden raisins.
Me too. You know, it's funny because golden raisins are from green grapes, right?
I believe so, yeah.
And the other ones are from purple grapes. And in life, I like purple grapes better, but in raisins, I like yellow better. I don't know why. I think they're sweeter.
Yeah, I agree. There's something about them. I can eat way more golden raisins than I can the purple ones. So
yeah, they have less of a raisiny taste, if that makes sense.
yes, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, like we said, we got some cauliflower. That's going to be the base. That's going to be like what gives it the creaminess. And I love that it's cauliflower and not, you know, because a lot of people, when they want a creamy dressing or a creamy substance, they'll use like cashews or some other nut or seed. And so if you want to keep it low fat, you're going to get, you know, a good creamy dressing for the recipe. And it's just cauliflower. And some orange juice, which in the recipe, it's actually pineapple juice, but we didn't have any pineapple juice. So we just juiced up a couple oranges that we have in the fridge. And so that I think should work just fine.
Fantastic.
Yes. Yeah. All right. So it says 6 cups of finely shredded white cabbage. So I'm guessing, is that green cabbage?
Yeah, white. Did I say white? Is it white? Maybe I should have said green.
It says white, yeah.
Uh-oh.
I assumed it was green though.
Maybe I'm inventing a new
yeah.
Oh no. Well, it looks white once it's shredded, you know?
It does. It does. Yes.
And you're doing it by hand and with your left hand to boot.
Yes. I know. Well, okay. So when you say 6 cups, would you think that's like half of a medium-sized head?
Oh boy. You know, it also depends if somebody loosely packs it or, you know, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to take a lot of heat from this. I usually just buy the shredded bag.
Oh, okay. That's
about 6. That's probably why I do 6 cups. Truthfully, it doesn't matter. You know, it's vegetables. Okay. You put as much as you want.
Cool. All right. Well, we'll just go. Yeah, I'll do a half a head of each of these. And then I think that should probably be pretty close.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to shred this up finely in the food processor. Add that to the mixing bowl here. Actually, I probably should have had a bigger mixing bowl.
What food processor do you like the best?
So I can't remember the kind that I had before, but it was just like a cheaper one. Now I've got a Breville, which I absolutely love.
Me too.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't used a whole ton of food processors, but I can't imagine having a much better one than this because it just works so well. It's really heavy duty. I mean, it's like a heavy base. And yeah, it does a really good job.
They really do make good products. I think they make the best air fryer too. And they don't give us nothing. They don't even talk to us.
Oh, really?
No, not like but they do make good stuff, you know, quality stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think they'd be wanting to partner with you, you know, with all your influence.
I've tried, but they nope. I guess they just do it. They do well enough without us. Yeah. They got their own system.
Right. All right. So then we're going to do the purple cabbage.
I love purple cabbage. It's my favorite.
Yeah, me too. I mean, it's one of the most, you know, beautiful vegetables I think that you could find.
Yep. And maybe that's why I like it, because it's purple.
Yeah.
See if the guys have any questions for Matt. Put them in the chat. Any questions about this recipe or raw?
answer
Yep.
some questions.
Sherry likes fruit, loves when I have on raw foodies. I do too, Sherry, because, my feeling is that everybody can eat more raw, even if they're cooked vegan or even if they're not a vegan. So I think that I love having them on. That's why I've done so many raw weeks and have so many raw friends. So I love to see the raw recipes. The artistry in the raw too is just so beautiful to me because it's always visually appealing because, I eat cooked food, but let's face it, like lentils, it's not the pretty, I don't eat lentils, but brown food is not so pretty. Everything that's raw is beautiful because it's all fruits and vegetables, which have all the color.
That's right. I know. And, they say you are what you eat. So if you want to be bright and colorful and fun and sweet, eat more raw fruit and vegetables.
If it's true we are what we eat, then I'm a sweet potato.
Yeah, I love that. All right, I'm going to pulse this up quick. All right. So while we make this, I'll just give a little bit of my tips for, kind of creating structure for a healthy long-term diet. So I like to keep things simple first off. Simplicity, I think, is a key factor in making a sustainable diet. If you make it too difficult or too complicated, it's going to be hard to sustain. So find simple recipes like this one that you can make in just a few minutes. It's going to fill you up. It's going to satisfy you. It's going to nourish you. It's going to, keep you healthy, because I think that's what people are looking for is health. And so what better way than to use whole raw fruits and vegetables to, really nourish the body. And I'll tell you, my emotional health completely changed. It completely improved when I started including more fresh raw fruits and vegetables. I used to deal with a lot of toxic thinking and just self-critical thinking. And once I started bringing in the raw, it was just like something switched within me. And, those toxic thoughts started to just melt away. I started being more positive and optimistic. And so I think, again, that it's like the bright, colorful energy from those fruits and vegetables just like infuses your whole, body and mind. And so it's just so much better, so much better of a life to have fresh food in your life. And so that's what makes me, it encourages me to continue to share this message of raw fruits and vegetables because it's just helped me so much. So keeping it simple, simplicity is going to be the way for a long-term sustainable diet. So yeah, that's my.
You talk about fresh, in the raw world, and there's so many different ways to do raw because I've had many people on, and there's high fat raw, there's. So my question is when you do stuff to the food, like dehydrate it, freeze dry it, is that making it less raw? I mean, because technically it might be raw, but is it making it less healthy or less vital?
Great question and great point. I personally don't feel as good when I have a lot of dehydrated foods in my diet. I don't freeze dry. That would be interesting. I've seen a lot of exciting, like, fun things you can do to food with a freeze dryer, but I've never experienced that. But I can imagine it would be somewhat similar to dehydrating. And I think one of the great benefits of this diet is the hydration. So I'm not against dehydrating or freeze drying, but I think that should be something that's minimally used if you want to feel the optimal benefits. Because hydration, we're 70 or so % water, our bodies. And so if we're consuming a lot of foods that are less in water content than that, we're gonna naturally be losing hydration. So it's great to find exciting new ways to eat fruits and vegetables. But I think the more, again, simplicity, the more we just keep it simple, go with how nature provided it, I think that's going to lead us to the longest sustainable diet and the best health.
Yes, I agree. And even if you aren't 100% raw, I feel the same way. Like I reserve those for travel,
Yeah, definitely.
Like, and because I have posted, Trader Joe's had this new kind of apple chip, and I was so excited because I was traveling, and people were like, why don't you just eat an apple? And well, you can, but sometimes, like when I go to other countries to work, they'll take my apple away, but they won't take my apple chip away. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes.
But I do feel like it's important, the hydration aspect of the what's in the produce, and when you dry it out, it's not the same if you just drink a glass of water and eat some dried apple chips.
Right. Yep. No, completely agree. Yeah, the water within the fruits and vegetables, they say it's called structured water, so it's got basically life within it. It goes through the root system, from the soil up into the plants. And, something magical happens as that process is taking place. And I don't think that we can replicate that with, consuming just a glass of water along with the fruit, like a dehydrated thing. So yeah, I think there is something magical that we don't even know how to explain fully in just the hydration that's in those fruits and vegetables. So, the best that we can stick to what nature provides, yeah, it's gonna probably be the best.
Yep.
So I'm gonna quick shred up a few of these carrots.
I'm curious, did you get the chopping blade that is an option with the Breville?
I don't. Is that different? So I've got the shredding blade and I've got the S blade. I think those
It's
are
the one. It's the one that has it's like you can make salsa, like it makes like cubes.
Oh no, I didn't get that one.
Yeah, it's more expensive. I got it when I bought it, but I don't know how to use it yet. So I was hoping you could teach me. I have to get somebody on the show that can do that. I know Dylan Holmes has one. That'd be nice if somebody could teach me.
Okay, wow. So it makes actual cubes?
Yeah, so if you're making a bunch of pico de gallo, you can really fast. And speaking of pico de gallo, which is made from tomatoes, one of the live viewers says, do you cook your tomatoes given the advantage of cooking this? Because one of the things I learned is that there are certain micronutrients that actually become a bit more bioavailable when cooked, like the lycopene in tomatoes, the lutein in greens, and the carotenoids in carrots and sweet potatoes. So I'm wondering what you think about cooking your tomatoes.
Yeah, I've definitely heard that as well. From listening to, I think it's Dr. Rick Dina, and he talks about how basically the reason why it's there seems to be more is because you're condensing it down and taking out the water content. I don't know if that's exactly what he said, but all I know is just the way that I look at it is I don't know that we necessarily need more lycopene. I think the way that nature gave it to us is probably an optimal level of lycopene. And if we're eating a lot of different red and purple and that color of food, we're getting lycopene from various sources. And I think it was John Kohler maybe that said that when you juice tomatoes, you can actually increase, you get more of the lycopene as well. So there's various ways if you're trying to get more lycopene that you could do that. But personally, when you eat such a variety of fresh fruits and vegetables in different colors, you're getting in so many of these phytonutrients and antioxidants. So I don't necessarily focus on just one, like lycopene, because I do eat a lot of these colored foods, reds and purples and oranges. So if somebody wants to cook their tomatoes to get more lycopene, hey, more power to them. But personally, I don't think that it's something that we necessarily need to focus on.
Nice. And there was a question from a live viewer named Angela. Is the Breville quiet? I can't hear it when he turns it on. I think that's because Zoom does mute machinery.
Yeah, it is really quiet though.
Yeah, it is because it's such a powerful machine.
Yes. Compared to my last food processor, I can't even remember the name of it. I think it was like I don't even want to say, but yeah, it was much louder than this one. And so it's one of the reasons. I actually learned about this one. One of the health food stores that I do in-person raw food classes at has one of these. And I was just like blown away by how powerful and quiet and just great it was at chopping stuff up. So that was one of the things that made me want to get one of these. So now I'm going to put in the golden raisins. Just going to toss those in. So this is looking amazing. How are we on time here? Just got a few minutes left.
You got about 5 minutes. Yeah.
Okay. So we've got some green onion. Just going to throw that in. And now we're going to make so look how pretty that is. All those colors. Now let's quick blend up our dressing. So this is 3 cups of cauliflower. And we've got 1/4 cup. Again, the recipe calls for pineapple juice, but I've got orange juice here. And so then we're going to use the balsamic vinegar. And you want 1/4 cup.
Which vinegar are you using?
So this is, it's just, it's Primal Kitchen.
Oh, nice.
Organic balsamic vinegar of Medina. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not sure. I'm actually not I don't know much about balsamic vinegars. I don't personally use them too often. But my partner Celine loves them. So this is the one she grabbed. Yeah. Have you tried this one or?
No, it looks very good. I've heard of Primal Kitchen. Andrea says, are you using raw or cooked cauliflower? So he steamed it. But what we said, if somebody was 100% raw, my suggestion was to do that special technique where you take like riced cauliflower or very small pieces, freeze it, defrost it, and then it gives it like a cooked texture, very soft.
Yes. All right, so let's blend it up. Right, so there it is. So mine, I don't remember. Can't remember the one that you used.
California Balsamic?
Oh, that's right, yeah. So I don't know if it changes anything about it when you use this one, but it definitely looks creamy and delicious.
I just love the idea of just using cauliflower as a base, like you said, because too many bases are so high fat with tofu and nuts and beans, which aren't high fat. But this is the idea is it's just to get more vegetables in. That's why my course in the bundle is called Fall in Love with Vegetables.
Yes, I love that. All right, so I'm just going to mix in the dressing now to everything. It smells really good. And then also just if you get the bundle, which you definitely should, you're gonna in my program I give it's called the 5 yes test. So I have kind of just another way to determine if there are, if you're still kind of determining what you should eat or what you shouldn't eat in your diet. I've got a traffic light system that you can apply to your diet, as well as a 5 yes test. The 5 yes test is just, is it health promoting? Does it taste good? Does it make me feel good, both like now and in the future? Is it affordable? And does it eliminate well? So does it constipate you or does it eliminate well? So those are, questions that you want to be asking yourself about the things that you're eating, what you're including in your diet. If you don't get all 5 yeses on whatever you're eating, well, actually 3 to 4 is a yellow light category, 5 is a green light category, and anything less than 3, you probably don't want to be eating. And so when you get the bundle, you can check out that in my book, and it'll explain more about that. But I know we're short on time here, so some of the other contributors and offerings in the bundle that I really liked that I wanted to just highlight quick is Good Gut A to Z by Dahlia and James Marin. That looks really good. Heal and Prevent Autism by Karen Ramsey. Dealing with Cravings video series by Connie and Bill DeCramer. I seen the first 2 videos of that. Looking forward to finishing that up. Again, Chef AJ's Fall in Love with Vegetables video course. Fun with Asian Raw Foods video course. So there's so many different ethnicities that are being shared in this bundle. So if you're, you want, the Asian style foods, or I think there's Costa Rica, bunch of different types of cultural foods. All right, so we got just a couple minutes here.
And there's a decluttering course in there and a yoga's teacher training as well.
Yes. Yeah, the yoga. I gotta get more into yoga. You do yoga quite a bit, right?
Well, I haven't since I moved here, but I'm doing self-care. I'm going to yoga today for the first time since not the first time, the 3rd time. I do something called yin yoga. I love it.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah. Do you do yoga?
I'm so inconsistent with it. I started and then I kind of get away from it, and I need to just get more consistent with it. So there you go, guys. And the recipe does also say that you can put finely shredded jalapeno in there for a nice twist. But that is the coleslaw. Smells so good. Can't wait to try it.
That looks so good. Look, Sherry Likes Fruit gave me a super chat. I should have brought people on every day if Sherry's going to do that. I'm just
Sherry.
kidding. Yeah.
Yeah, Sherry's the best.
Well, does she do cooking demonstrations? Maybe she should come on.
I would love to see Sherry on your show.
Where is she from?
She's from California.
What part?
I don't remember exactly. I thought maybe near San Diego or something. I don't really know.
Well, Sherry, do you want to come on sometime and make some recipes? That'd be amazing.
Yeah, if you can get her on, that would be awesome. I'll try to convince her to do it. But yeah, she
says she's from San Diego. Nice.
Oh, there we go.
You can live anywhere to be on my show though, because it's virtual.
Right. Yeah.
Nice. Well, Matt, that looks beautiful. I'm honored that you made one of my recipes. Thank you. And next time you do it, try the technique with the freezing. I'm going to try that next time because that could work really well, I think.
Yeah, I think that would. I can imagine it would be pretty much just as good, because for other recipes, when you freeze it and thaw it, it tastes very similar to when it's cooked. So yeah, I'm gonna give that a try too.
Great. Well, Matt, it's always great seeing you. You're one of the nicest raw people and people in general that I know.
Oh, thank you. Likewise.